Now, we want to get you caught up on all of the midterm election results. So let's start with the race for California's 49th congressional district.
Yeah, that's between Democratic Congressman Mike Levin and Republican Brian Marriott. Right now, Levin has a slim lead. CBS 8's Chris Groh live in Oceanside with more on things. Stan, you've been watching the latest numbers have been coming in. Where are we at?
Yeah, and it does appear we are still here at the same place that we started this morning. Mike Levin with a 2% lead right now. Looks like he is on top of his opponent right now, Brian Marriott, the former mayor of San Juan Capistrano, there by about 2 percentage points. It's about a little bit more than 3,000 votes. Now, when you do take a deep dive into the numbers, according to the Secretary of State's website, 100% of the precincts have reported some votes. Now, that doesn't take into account all the votes. So I want to show you just how close this is, but also how close this could flip. According to the New York Times and their vote tracker, 54% of the votes from all the precincts are in right now. Now, they're estimating that the race is leaning towards Levin, but when you look down at the breakdown, remember, this is between San Diego and Orange County. San Diego County does have 52%, according to their estimate, of the votes counted, whereas Orange County already approaching that 60% number. Now, Orange County likely going to favor Brian Marriott compared to San Diego County, but again, this is still very early. Now, both candidates we spoke to at their respective watch parties yesterday, they proclaimed a bit of confidence for both of them, and they both expected that this would go on into today, potentially even longer. Take a listen to what both of them had to say just a couple of hours ago.
Of whether it's Republicans or Democrats in charge of the House. I'm going to work across the aisle however I can. We've gotten 20 bipartisan bills done in the last 3.5 years, everything from veterans to the environment.
We think it's going to be a long night. We think it's probably going to be a long few days. It's going to be a very tight race. That's what we see. Nothing's changed there. It's frustrating not to have some game day results in, but that's the process. It's thorough, and we'll wait for that.
And of course, we know that President Biden had his eye on this race, specifically even his presence. We know, of course, last week President Biden came to Oceanside to throw his support to campaign to stump for Representative Mike Levin, the Democratic incumbent. They, of course, the White House as well as Democratic strategists saw how close this race could be with Brian Marriott, the Republican challenger. Look, these are two candidates that have had close races against each other in the past before. So again, anything can happen now as we continue to count votes. A little bit more than half of the actual votes have been counted, even though when you take a look at that website, it might be confusing for some. You'll see 100% of precincts reporting, but that doesn't mean that every vote has been counted. It just means all precincts have reported at least one vote, which again isn't much to get that 100% number, but still that's where we are right now.